I've no doubt whatsoever that you met some profoundly difficult times. And I also believe that you met those times in circumstances which were not your fault. And so the reality of the situation was, when you were bereft, that you weren't necessarily thinking in the way that you would have done previously. And that's why we've ended up in the situation we have, because I don't think that you're bad. I think you behaved with extraordinarily poor judgment, and to an extent that was informed by the horror circumstances you ended up in. You borrowed money from Raf and you represented to her, and I've no doubt whatsoever that there was a loan, that it was for a specific purpose. The instant that that changed and you were no longer going to send the dog to America, you should have telephoned Raf at once and said, I no longer need the money. Instead, you chose to spend that money for personal use, and therefore, in the circumstances, I find, firstly, clearly there was a loan based on all of the circumstances and, of course, your admission. And I have no difficulty construing that. Raf, the £100 and the £180
That's
were,
cool.
please,
Sorry.
were gifts. In other words, I don't find that they were additions to the existing loan.
Okay.
You had no intention to create legal relations.
No.
You effectively gave that money to Clarissa in
Okay.
circumstances where you felt sorry for her.
Okay.
Sadly, and so therefore it's not recoverable. So therefore this court awards you, Raf, £1,120, but that's not the end of it. Now I know as a mum you're going to move forward and do your best to rebuild your relationship with Clarissa, who has suffered.
She's welcome round.
And I hope when you leave court, now this has been resolved, you find a way of moving forward, but the award is to you for that amount of money. Clarissa, what I hope you do, once you start getting well again, is think about what happened, is think about how you behaved, and when you're well again, maybe spend a little bit of time with Raf, reflecting, and I feel sure you're going to do it for me now. You're going to make the first critical step, which is to apologise for what happened in respect of that £1,120. If you do that, that's the absolute essential moment for the two of you building a relationship moving forward. Did you see this?
I apologise how I went on about the situation, Raf. I could have done a bit better than what I did.
Thank you, Clarissa.
Thank you. That's the award of the court.
Thank you.
Raf was awarded £1,120 of her original claim.